Well, we're going to be starting another table project. I've got a piece of maple, and they're both live edge. I like my live edge. And then we got a piece of cherry here in the middle. I'm going to go up. We're going to start. Pretty much we're going to get these leveled out. Same thickness on our big tabletop router leveler sled, and we'll get all these smoothed out, and then we will actually have an epoxy river here, an epoxy river here. That's kind of what will join the table all together. But this one here is what my son wanted me to try to do. He thinks it will look cool. I think it'll look neat too. It'll just be what color do we use. But this one here will probably end up, I'll probably put it up for sale, but it'll probably end up in my house for my new kitchen table in our smaller size kitchen. But let's get to work. Well, I know it's really loud, but we got Lee working on sanding. We got Evan working on picking up all the small pieces of wood that we can use that as starter in our maple syrup. But this whole table, the whole idea came from Lee. After I built that last one, he thought it'd be really cool to have a different color wood, like cherry, with maple on both sides of it, with two smaller epoxy rivers. So it's kind of Lee's idea. So I got him sanding and working on getting the edge cleaned up, and got Evan down here. He's cleaning up all the wood, but they're supposed to have school today, but we ended up having not an ice storm, but everything froze solid on the roads. They were really slick this morning, solid sheet of ice. So they called off school, so I figured it'd be a good day. Bring the boys over to the shop and make them kind of work a little bit. So we'll keep on working on this table. So we poured this table. This is one that Lee was helping with, but we poured this table last night at about 8 a.m. And I don't know, with ours, it seems like you got like 14, 15 hours, maybe, you know, and you can still swirl it. It's still soft enough that you can make all these swirl marks in it and stuff, but you just got to be careful not to get a ton of bubbles in it. But I think we're pretty well good with how I want it to look. It turned out pretty good. Our height wise, we were really good thickness wise on all three of those boards. You can see that cherry board was a hair thinner, so it kind of overflowed on it a little bit, but all that will get cut off once we put it back on the sled to level it. So at this step, we're pretty much done with this table. I don't know, I'll let this thing cure for at least a week and just sit here. We got a fan running now to help try to cure it, because if you do the swirling too early, it'll just revert back and you won't even see any of that swirl. You'll just see a solid color. So I got my fan running to help cool this down, so that way it'll set a little bit faster. But I think that's going to be the end of this video. We'll end up, like I said, we'll probably do 2 different videos for this one, but that'll be the end for this one. The next one will actually be leveling it all out on that big slab router table we have. We'll level it all out, and then we need to figure out what we're going to do for the legs and skirt board. I kind of like that live edge look on that other table, so this one will probably be going in my house. So it's kind of my wife's color. She likes gray, so it's kind of what we went with. But I will update everyone once we get done with all this. Like I said, this will be a video, and we'll have another one of kind of how we want to finish everything off on it and stuff. But everyone, I hope you guys enjoy these. I like making these, like I said, but if you guys have any questions, throw a comment out, ask a question, I'll be more than happy to try to help you the best I can with our setup and how we do stuff. So everyone, have a good rest of your week. And it's going to be snowing, so obviously I'm going to have to be working, but I plow snow in the wintertime, so if it snows, I won't be on here. So everyone, we will talk to you later and see you on the next one.